Hello everyone, ShadowRock here for your weekly Rockman X DiVE news roundup. Today we're going to be telling you what you can expect from tomorrow's Firework and Lantern Festival update. Not only that, we have a couple of other news things to share as well, not related to DiVE. So, cue the music. Yeah, you hear that little jingle? Prepare to hear that one a lot. The Fireworks and Lantern Festival is the next big event for Rockman X DiVE. Yeah, we didn't even have a break from the last CX event. We just went right into another one. Crazy. As usual, this comes with a new event stage and a new banner, as well as a lot of other things, so let's take a look. In case the little zero helmet on the kimono wasn't hint enough, the new, likely limited S-rank character featured in the Fireworks and Lantern Festival banner is going to be Festive Zero. That's right, another Zero. Apparently even Capcom Taiwan knows how ridiculous this is getting because they made a tongue-in-cheek meme yesterday with X saying, "What am I fighting for?" at the fact that Zero's getting a new costume. Likely a response to all the too many Zero comments. Although at this point, X and Zero are basically tied for most characters in the game. And don't worry, X fanboys, you'll get something soon enough, but I can't say more than that at this point. So let's turn our attention to the present with Festive Zero. His first skill is Horiyosho, his ice technique from Mega Man X8, where he spin attacks upwards, hitting anything in range. In the original game, it actually froze enemies, which in Rockman X DiVE that will translate to lowering the speed of the foes by inflicting slow on them. Looks like this is a multi-hitting attack in X DiVE as well. Additionally, one of the skill cards will allow you the chance to use the skill again after hitting once. The next skill is an interesting one. It's Swinbu from Mega Man X7. Oh yeah, we got X7 skills now. But instead of an energy boomerang, Zero will now be throwing a fan, keeping true to his festive theme. This skill will pass through terrain, and one of Festive Zero's passives relating to this skill is actually similar to the Copy X Buster, in that once the target has been locked on, you'll deal more damage to it. Festive Zero will also be the very first character that will be getting his own unique intro theme. Yes, the very same one you heard at the beginning of the trailer. Like I said, get ready to hear that a lot. It is kinda catchy though and fits the theme really well. And of course he's gonna provide the biggest bonus points for this upcoming event stage, which if we rewind the trailer a bit, we do get to see some gameplay of what it looks like. Once again, the X DiVE developers are going all out with this event stage, transforming Area Forest into a literal festival. You have all the lighting about, the night setting, even several of the enemies have been rethemed to pay homage to the culture that this festival embodies. Metars and Rush Loaders are wearing a fox mask, the wheels and new generation Reploids look like Tengus, and man, if it wasn't bad enough that there's mostly been Zero characters lately, and this man is buying his own merchandise, apparently he needs his own giant sign displayed at the beginning of the stage too. Now that is a big flex. It looks like the devs had a lot of fun with this one, and this was revealed a while ago, but it looks like the boss for this event stage is going to be a rethemed version of Rex 2000. Now his pilot is a Tengu as well. Somewhat creepy, eh? And man, on the topic, missed opportunity to have Tengu Man as the boss here? Well, Zero may be the star of the Matsuri, but he's not the only character joining in on the festivities. For anyone who was sad that Palette didn't get anything for the summer event, well, she's gonna have a Yukata skin with this festival, and it does indeed look pretty cute. Aww, she even has a little Minkyu enemy from X8. And wait a second, that's not Palette! Anyways, Capcom Taiwan's kind of been on the down low about how you acquire Yukata palette. It isn't even mentioned in the trailer, and she's not attached to this event stage either. But in a Chinese only version of one of the recent Facebook posts, they did finally reveal that Yukata palette will be available to purchase from the in-game shop during the course of the event. Pretty strange, but not a big deal as long as she's pretty cheap. What's even stranger is they can't seem to keep their facts straight between the English and Chinese versions of their posts. Like, that's not even translation errors anymore. You're just straight up omitting information. Well, failing to mention certain things in English aside, we do have not one, but two new weapons coming as part of this update. The S-rank weapon in question is the Cannon God Launcher. This one's going to be part of the Festive Zero banner. Not only does this launcher have big range and can go through walls, but it can also stun your opponents. Yike! It looks like Vile has just found his new favorite launcher. And then we have probably one of the most goofy weapon designs we've had yet. It's a new A-rank weapon, the Festive Specialty. It's literally a squid on a stick. It even splatters ink when you slice with it. Come on guys, that's awesome. This melee type weapon also has a unique ability. Every 10 seconds when you defeat a target, you will recover some HP. Not too bad. Since Yukata palette is not the event reward, the Festive Specialty weapon is in fact the reward you get for playing the new event stage. So yay, free weapon! The Fireworks and Lantern Festival will be opening up for business tomorrow. It will be going on until September 29th. So get ready to party. Let's boogie on over to your other mega news. We've yet to cover it on the channel yet because it didn't really pertain to Mega Man until now. Recently, a lot of data and source material and all that stuff from Nintendo has been leaked from one of their partner companies. You may have heard of this being referred to as the Giga Leak. It's the same one how we found out that Luigi is indeed real in Super Mario 64, how we got all those Star Fox 64 uncompressed voice clips, and tons more. And while the legality of the whole situation is very questionable, it has led to a lot of genuinely great discoveries for Nintendo fans and gaming history alike. You'd be surprised how much stuff Nintendo has kept in their vaults all these years, including the reason why I'm talking about it today. One of the latest leaks has unearthed a ROM for a completely unreleased RockBoard Game Boy port, otherwise known by its full name, Wily and Right No RockBoard, That's Paradise. For the uninitiated, RockBoard is literally a Monopoly clone, but with Mega Man characters and assets. You have some characters like Kalinka, Roll, Dr. Light, Dr. Wily, and even Dr. Cossack going around a board, buying up property, and getting your opponents to pay you rent until you get filthy rich. In other words, it's just like Monopoly, but with a couple of Mega Man things in it. Anyway, this game originally released on the Famicom, which is the Japanese version of the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES, and the game has remained a Japanese exclusive to this day. There is a fan translation out there for the Famicom version if you do want to play it. And fun fact, Digital Eclipse at one point wanted to include the translation of RockBoard into Mega Man Legacy Collection 1, but it never panned out in the end. Anyway, the Game Boy version of RockBoard was developed by Dual, and based on the title screen it seems like it was set for release in 1994. This game had been rumored to be coming out for a long time, like years ago, when it appeared on the credits page of Dual's website. But for one reason or another, we know the story now, it was cancelled. But thanks to the Giga Leak, we now have the full ROM, and it is completely 100% playable. Of course, because ShadowRockZX does not condone piracy, we cannot provide the ROM ourselves. You're gonna have to do that digging for yourself if you're interested. So don't ask. I can tell you about the game, however, and show a little gameplay too. Thanks to ProtoDude for hooking us up with the game. Although there isn't that much to say about this one. This appears to be a one-to-one port of RockBoard over to the Game Boy. It's pretty much the same game down to all the mechanics and graphics, except everything is displayed in black and white. It's still in Japanese, so there's that too. And I'll be darned if I didn't mention that the music in this port is pretty good too. Otherwise, I guess you could say this was just a way to play RockBoard on the go back in the day, when the Game Boy was still in its prime. Even if it is just a one-to-one port of a Famicom game, it's still freaking awesome to be digging up a unreleased Mega Man game all these years later. This is a undeniably cool little piece of Mega Man history. Now I'd wish they find the unreleased Mega Man Mania collection for Game Boy Advance, which was supposed to have full color versions of the Mega Man Game Boy games. God, I wish that came out. In other news, oh hey, Mega Man and Astro Boy finally meet! It's about time. Except this is an art exhibit, not really a game or anything. That's right, there's a new art exhibit going down at the Osamu Tezuka Memorial Hall, titled Capcom vs. Osamu Tezuka Characters. This exhibit will feature artwork of the Capcom characters illustrated by the Tezuka production staff, and then you have Tezuka characters drawn by Capcom artists. So it'll be interesting to see each of the company's takes on each other's characters. And you can see a little hint at what's to come with this key art that was drawn by Bengus. It's almost like a Capcom vs. game poster, which is really cool to look at. The exhibit will open up on October 23rd, and will go on for quite a while until February 23rd, 2021. Maybe you should check it out if you're in the area. That's actually it for our Mega News Roundup for today. If you enjoyed the content and want to hear more about Mega Man stuff, stay tuned to ShadowRockZX as always, and I'll see you tomorrow for that Rockman X Dive stream covering the Fireworks Festival. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and rock on!